Squid Game 2, which player is the most interesting character?
There's no way anyone but a unknown player O1 is the most interesting character. He wasn't just playing, he was running the entire game. That's genius.
Genius? He was a cheater. The real most interesting player was Thanos player 230. No tricks, no secret power, just pure chaos and survival instincts.
Chaos isn't strategy. Ionon planned everything, tested human nature, and still pretended to be weak.
And that's why he's boring. Thanos made people fear him. He didn't need a master plan, he was the storm.
Fear only gets you so far. Ionam controlled the game until the very end.
And yet, he still died. Thanos fought, lost, but never pretended to be something he wasn't. That's more interesting.
Wrong. The bee was a true mastermind. One sting, one distraction, game over.
We're arguing, and you're voting for a B.
So, the most interesting character in Squid Game 2? That's easy. Thanos. No, not the one with the Infinity Gauntlet. I'm talking about player 230, Choi Subong, nicknamed Thanos for his overwhelming presence and, let's be honest, his chaotic energy. He was unpredictable, a little unhinged, and brought a whole new level of tension to the game. My cat, on the other hand, couldn't care less about Thanos. There were no mice in this game, so he had no clear favorite. But when the bee appeared in red light, green light, causing that small but crucial distraction, my cat purred like he had found his true hero. Apparently, in his eyes, the bee deserved to win the game. Meanwhile, my colleague at work completely disagrees with both of us. He thinks the most fascinating character was Shamanka, player 044, the self-proclaimed shaman. We had a full-blown argument about it. He insisted that her spiritual beliefs and mysterious rituals made her the most unpredictable player. He even had theories that she wasn't just playing for money, but had a deeper, mystical reason for being there. I still stand by Thanos. He was unlike anyone else in the game. A rapper with a wild past, a history of drug addiction, and a fearless attitude. He didn't just play the game, he challenged it. His confidence was almost reckless. But that's what made him such a thrilling character to watch. Remember when they had to form groups? Most players scrambled to find allies, terrified of being left out. Thanos? He didn't beg to join a team. People begged him to join theirs. His reputation alone was enough to make people think twice before crossing him. Then came the Gongi Challenge, the game with the colored stones. You had to grab 5 different colored pieces in one hand while tossing another into the air. It required precision, focus, and quick reflexes. Players were shaking, sweating, failing left and right. And what did Thanos do? He tossed the stone, grabbed 5 pieces with ridiculous ease, and caught the falling one without even looking. The VIPs must have loved that moment. I could almost hear them clapping behind their masks. But that's the thing about Thanos. He was great at physical games, but mental ones? That's where his downfall began. In the marble game, he went up against a quiet, unassuming player who played mind games with him. Thanos was overconfident, sure he could win. But his opponent? They were patient. They made him doubt himself. They got into his head. And then, just like that, Thanos was out. The most intimidating player in Squid Game 2, eliminated in a game of simple marbles. That's what made him the most interesting player. He wasn't perfect, he wasn't invincible, but he was unforgettable. His downfall wasn't just losing a game. It was underestimating the mind games happening around him. Meanwhile, my cat still insists the bee should have won. My colleague is convinced that Shamanka had secret knowledge that could have changed everything. And me? I still think about Thanos and how sometimes strength isn't enough to win the game. What do you think? Was Thanos the most interesting player, or was there someone even better?